He's too sick to travel. It's the waiting that's the worst. If Cadwell has some magic cure, why doesn't she just give it to my husband? To all of these poor souls. Are you also waiting to see Cadwell? She's the village's mayor. They say Cadwell can cure any disease, but once cured, you can never leave the village. I'm not sick, but my husband Draven is, and if we have to live in a hovel for the rest of our lives to save him, that's fine by me. That's another strange thing. It's hidden, through the cave up the hill. Cadwell will send for me eventually, but I'm worried. It's forever without him. Could you take a look and make sure Draven's all right? I have some gold. I can pay you. You'll need to talk to the guard by the cave entrance before you go. They don't take kindly to unexpected visitors. Draven's my husband, tall, handsome fellow. Tell him I'm still waiting. To be honest, we don't know. He doesn't like to talk about it, even to me. Last month he locked himself in our basement and refused to come out, as if he was afraid I'd catch it from him. I heard all about a legendary village where all illness is cured, ever since I was a lad. When Draven got sick, I needed to find it, or learn whether it even existed. Spent nearly all our gold until I did, and here we are at last. Draven entered the village a week ago. Cadwell says it's part of the treatment, to see how the patient fares without his or her family. She sent someone to tell me it won't be much longer. I can't wait to be with my husband again. I heard all about a legendary village where all illness is cured, ever since...
Stop! I must alert the mayor to all new arrivals. Many would. I can't allow everyone into the village, or we'd be overrun by disease. Some say the village can cure everything, but that's definitely not true. We're very selective. You seem healthy enough, though. What's your business? His case came up today, so your timing is excellent. I'll signal ahead that you're coming in. We ask that you don't stray from the town once you pass the cave. The woods beyond the village aren't safe.
We don't get many visitors nowadays. Don't get me wrong, though, I'm pleased to see another soul. I'd offer you something to eat, but I'm afraid I've already finished most of it.
Rejoice! Soon we will have a new member of our family, Draven.
I promised to Cadwell, to the village. Please, ask me nothing. I cannot get involved.
Come. Let us speak. Welcome to our humble village. Not many find us by accident, yet I smell no illness upon you. May I ask what brings you here, if not the cure? Ah, Renoir sent you then. He need not wait outside any longer. Draven will soon be inducted into the village. I'll see to it the guard lets him know. Is that all you seek, then? I apologize, but you are an outsider. It's impossible for you to fully understand, but... Suffice to say that those who are cured must stay in the village. It is for our protection and theirs. Draven is in the guest house if you wish to see him.
Why don't you leave us alone? We came here to get away from people like you. You were the one who helped Lieutenant Fairfax and the guard at Hinault Farm. You have my thanks.
Forgive me for not getting up. It's been a long day, and I'm ravenous. Is there something you need? Are you new too? He's such a silly one. Of course I am, now that Kerbel's agreed to cure me. He can come to the village now the first week's over. Is he still suspicious of these fine folk in the village, I wonder? I'm afraid I can't talk about it. The village prides itself on privacy. I apologize if Renoir inconvenienced you in your travels, but as you can see, everything's fine.
Draven, what's going on? No one will tell me a thing.
Everything will be all right.
I can't be the only one who thinks something strange is going on. Kerbel and the lot of them. There's some kind of cult.
Renoir, let it rest. Soon I'll be better. Doesn't that count for something?
I don't trust anyone in this town. Why won't they tell me exactly what the cure is? Why can't we leave town afterwards? And if they have a remedy, why can't they tell me what's wrong with Draven? Draven's desperate for a cure. He'll believe anything, anyone. I know you've got your own business, but I could use someone on my side. If you could have a look around, or maybe ask people about this place. I don't know. I'm at a loss. Thank you. I'll talk to Kerbel directly and see if she'll tell me anything. So far, she's kept all the details to herself, and you can see what Draven's like. When you have something concrete, let me know. It'd do a lot to ease my mind. To be honest, we don't know. He doesn't like to talk about it, even to me. Last month he locked himself in our basement and refused to come out, as if he was afraid I'd catch it from him.
Staying in the guest house, are you? I'm sure your induction will go smoothly. Most of them do. Nothing. I am bound by my arrangement with both the village and its leader. Surely you can understand. My oaths are sacred, and I pledged my loyalty to Kerbel.
Another visitor? Suddenly this village isn't feeling so isolated.
Quality and variety. Come see for yourself.
I spent a month trying to convince Kerbel to take me in. Not about to ruin all that work by blabbing off to an outsider. If Kerbel wants you to know something, she'd already have told you. If you're so eager to learn our secret, talk to Helene. She's in the lower floor of that house yonder. That's all I'm going to say.
It hurts! It hurts! Go away! The change! The change is coming, and I can't stop it! Kerbel promised me that she could help! But only after I calm down. Please go! I can smell your blood. It's driving me crazy! I'm a werewolf! Oh, gods, I said it! A terrible beast! I can't control myself! But Kerbal promised she'd save me like she saved everyone else!
Please, don't leave yet. Can I talk to you? It's past. I'm so ashamed. The feeling comes and goes, but I need to talk to someone, to take my mind off things, please. I'm going through my first change soon. It'll be my first time as a werewolf. Everyone's experience is different. It's a kindness to keep me away from everyone, really, until they know how this will affect me. It was an accident. While hunting rabbits, I stumbled onto a feeding werewolf. He instinctively attacked, but stopped before he caused me serious harm. Unfortunately, he'd already bitten me. I was so scared. He changed then and explained what would happen to me. He told me about Kerbal's Hollow. I didn't believe it at first, so I waited. People who heard about my attack made it clear I wasn't welcome. By then, it was too late. So here I am.
That's not right. Something strange is going on in this town. You've seen it, haven't you? They just took Draven away for their initiation. It's like some kind of cult. There's a winding path just past the village. Kerbal and a handful of others took him up that way. They said they didn't have a spare robe for me or some such nonsense. Enough for both of us? No? Then you use them as a disguise. Kerbal's too familiar with my face by now, and she'll recognize me whatever I wear. They're binding him to the village forever. I don't understand yet. Make them stop before it's too late. Keep out of sight. They wouldn't even allow me to watch, so I doubt you'd be welcome there without your robes. If you hurry, you can make it before they arrive. Make sure they don't hurt Draven.
There's no turning back now, Draven. You are a part of this village now. Don't be alarmed. Soon the pain will subside.
No. Stop. You're in my head.
Don't interrupt the ritual. No! I've lost control! Draven! Come back! You've endangered us all with your meddling. Well, what have you got to say for yourself? Yes, we all are, in fact. That's why he came to us. I can suppress the lycanthropic tendencies of the disease. The ritual you interrupted was to seal Draven's form, to protect him as well as the village. But now he's turned and we're all in danger. We must find him. The ritual might still work if we catch him in time to complete the binding. If not, then we must save the town above all else. Go after him. I must tell everyone what's happened. Everyone who's left, that is. If he can't be subdued and forced to complete the ritual, he'll have to be killed. And that's on your head, not mine.
What's happened? Some of the people in the town are acting strangely. What? That was his disease all along? Why didn't he tell me? We have to go after him. He's probably frightened out of his mind. What was Kerbal thinking? Kerbal has a lot of explaining to do. Sealing his form, what does that even mean? Gods, I pray Draven's all right.
Everyone, stay calm. We will soon have this back in hand. Keep faith, my friends. Renoir, bring Draven to the town hall. Stranger, come with me. Some of the townsfolk have already turned back into their werewolf form. The spell is breaking faster than I thought. Draven must complete the ritual. Yes, he's not the first to fail, but it's very rare. Those who don't complete the ritual usually die immediately, by their own hand or someone else's. Nevertheless, it's better than the alternative. He may not see me as an ally, thanks to your interference. He may only remember how much pain I caused. This is your fault, so you must fix it. The others from the ritual site will bring him in. Let's hope he doesn't remember your fight. Talk to Draven, but take what he says with a grain of salt.
What have you done to my husband? He's exhausted. I really wish we'd never come to this place.
Where am I? It was like I fell asleep, but then there was this terrible pain. I remember you. You're the one who helped my husband. Renoir, are you all right? Did I hurt you? I see the truth. Power calls me. No one can stop me. Kill. Eat. There is no fear, only hunger. No, I'm not a beast. I can control myself. Renoir. Renoir, don't leave me. No, don't let her. I don't want this anymore. I've seen what she does to the people in this village. She takes their minds, puts them under her control. Being a werewolf is a curse, but I can't give up who I am. I felt it. She was in my head during the ritual, cutting away something inside. Something important. I couldn't move. To think she did that to all those people, that's no cure. I'll have to learn to control myself, but it's not impossible. I've had lycanthropy for a while now, and I know the signs. It'll be much easier now that Renoir knows the truth. Thank you. Poor Renoir. I'm so sorry, my love. You can leave me if it's too much to bear. Just don't trust Kerbal, no matter what she says.
I've heard enough! I'll be outside.
He speaks the truth. I've bound everyone here to this village, but by doing so, freed them from the curse of lycanthropy. They all chose it willingly. Think what you want of it, but each of our sacrifices is for the greater good. It's a very long story, but the short version is through magic. I bind the villagers, voluntarily, to each other in our original forms. Once bound, transformation into any alternative can't happen. Yes. That's why we require a stay without their family before their acceptance. They must understand what it will be like without their loved ones. Can they cope? Can they live in this village forever? They must be sure, or we won't risk it. No one's ever left. We're happy here. Safe. Once bound, even partially, if they leave the Hollow, they'll break the entire bond and change form forever. Draven must see this. We will lose control, little by little, unless he completes the ritual.
What will happen to Draven now? I don't understand any of this. Her too? That explains it. Kerbal has a spell over this entire town. These people are all mindless drones. If we're to save Draven, we must break this spell for good. I think I know what to do. The gate on this side of town leads to a cave entrance. It was guarded the last time I saw it, but with half the town gone, maybe we can get through. Kerbal doesn't want anyone up there. We've got to destroy whatever she's hiding on the hill. What is this? Quiet. I think I hear something.
Renoir! Stay back! Renoir! Stay back!
It's Draven. It's got to be. Come on! Let's go. There's nothing left for us in this town. Draven? Oh, you're back to a werewolf. Draven, wait! We can't go through the town, not after what's happened. I'm glad we put a stop to this madness. And look, Draven knows me. He knows both of us. That gives me hope. Draven needs to learn how to control his power. I don't know where we'll go while he does. Somewhere far away from anyone else, where no one will question us. If this is the life we must lead together, I'll gladly run with him. There's a lot I don't understand about what happened, but at least Draven and I are together. The way we belong. No. And now that I know what it is, it doesn't matter. I've known him all my life. This is the first time he's ever kept anything secret from me. We'll need to work on talking over our troubles with each other, instead of hiding our problems. Our lives will be different, but I'm sure other couples have issues too.
Out of here! I taste horrible, I promise! Eat somebody else!
Zen's price. I knew if I banged on this door long enough, someone would come. Look, I really need a helping hand here. Can you spring me out before the trolls come back? No, it was the skeevers. Of course it was the trolls. Me and a few others came down here looking for loot, but the trolls caught us. One by one, they've eaten all my friends. They were saving me for dessert. Probably because I'm so sweet. Yes, cursed. Every last one of them. Their screams were horrid. I was grateful when they stopped. Look here, friend, since everyone else is dead, I got all the loot. If you'll unlock this door and help me back to the surface, I'll share. The lever's on the wall, right over there. You're a real lifesaver. Can't tell you how glad I am you happened along. What am I supposed to do? Lie here sobbing until the trolls eat me too? Sure, they were good folk, but it's not like we grew up in Valenwood together. We shared a few heists, a few jugs of Jaga, and now they're dead. And I got to move on. Sorry, trolls. No dessert today! Thanks, barrels. Meet me on the Evermore docks and I'll have your reward.
Keep your distance, outsider. The last thing we need is some rock-brained city dweller bumbling around. Darkness dominates this part of the forest. Uella the Hagraven and her Reachmen are encamped here. For now, at least. She did? I find that hard to believe. Delphique knows how I feel about outsiders. Regardless, whatever your reasons for coming, they'll have to wait. Right now, we are in no position to offer anyone aid, and certainly not a city dweller. Uella the Hagraven and her Reachmen have taken over this part of the forest, and everything here, including the Weiruses, are weaker as a result. Where they travel, the forest slowly withers and dies. We will drive Uella and her dark witnesses from here, or we will die. Unfortunately, the old hag is no stranger to weird magic. She has constructed foul totems that suppress our power. You expect me to trust one such as you? Perhaps, if one of my sisters keeps an eye on you. Weiris Rashan is young, but she will do. Rashan returns shortly from scouting. If you really wish to help us, she can join you to destroy the totems. Here she comes now. Rashan! We have a volunteer to destroy Uella's totems.
We aren't in the habit of trusting outsiders, but the suffering of the forest seems to have softened my sister's heart. If you really wish to help us, I suppose that's an offer we can't refuse. It won't be easy. First, you will need to destroy Uella's totems. They keep us from drawing on the power of nature for our magicka. The Reachmen guard them closely, but I'll fight at your side. No spells, but I've got sharp claws and a mean bite. I do what I do for the forest, not for you. There are 3 totems, just a bunch of strung-together sticks for you, but they're like poison to me. I can't get too close, so it's all on you to destroy them. All right? Are you ready? Strike quickly like a snake. Time is of the essence.
I dare another one of them to come closer. Of all the travesties against nature, this is the most foul. This is the last one, the last Spriggan. There used to be hundreds in Jackdaw Cove, frolicking about in the grass and the water. They were beautiful. Worse, they poisoned them, corrupted them, turned them into monstrosities. Those lurchers. This is the only Spriggan left, and the Reachman's poison already courses through her branches. She will soon transform unless I am able to treat her. My sisters would not want me to trust an outsider, but they are not here, and I cannot leave her side. Frankly, I am surprised you share my concerns. You are sure you wish to help me? I need Heartwood from inside the Lurchers. It's the only thing that will help the little Spriggan at this point. I hesitate to ask more of an outsider, but we could do more than just ease her passing. There is a chance we can save her life. It will require more work, though. The Heartwood degrades quickly in the Lurchers, but sometimes remains pure. If you take the extra time to find the pure Heartwood, it could save the Spriggan.
We destroy the ward. I can actually feel the forest again. This is good. The natural order is re-emerging already. It's still very weak, though. It has to be nurtured back to health. She has to die. Until Yuella's gone, the corruption remains. Her blood is the nurture the forest needs. Whoa. My magicka is returning, and it's making me lightheaded. Meet me over at the old tower. I need to get my bearings.
Vandal! Destroying my art! You will regret! Playing with the little girls of the forest. A game with me, though, many have come to regret. How exactly does my new playmate plan to win? Me! To kill Yuella, you must find her first. I can reach you, but you cannot reach me. Where I am is secret only a crow can know. And the crow's call for your death, not mine. Come after me, and the last sight you will see will be a black beak pecking out your eyeballs.
We shouldn't get our hopes up too much, but with the pure heartwood, there is at least a chance our little friend can be healed. Have you been able to find any? Quickly then, let me mix it into a poultice. I am grateful that you were able to find the pure heartwood. I hope so. Here, take the poultice and apply it to the poor thing. I must be prepared to do whatever is necessary. I pray to all the gods to bless our efforts and bring it back. The forest would never be the same without Spriggans. It worked! The little buggers are already thriving again. The power of nature is truly miraculous. Thank you! Now, with nature's blessing, our little friend will survive the Reachman invasion. But as for her sisters, the only thing left is to avenge them. The abominations are created just across the water. A witchman has built a transformation altar there to perform his foul work. I am not equipped for this task. Will you go destroy the altar and kill the witchman for me, for the Spriggans who died?
What pathetic creature meddles with my magic? You will pay for defiling my altar!
Did you destroy the altar and kill that bastard witchman? Thank you. I intend to take great care of this last little Spriggan. With Hersine's blessing, I hope she might be the seed to spawn many more, and that someday a multitude of Spriggans will again frolic in the waters of Jackdaw Cove.
Listen, I was wrong to be so hard on you before. You've certainly proven now that you deserve my trust. I appreciate your help more than I can express, especially if you'll see this thing through. You did? Well, I guess we got the old hag's attention. Maybe we put the foul thing on the defensive. Of course, she probably has layers upon layers of protection. I don't even know how to find her. I don't suppose you have any inkling? The poor crows. She's taken complete control of them. Their spirits are helpless. They can only watch what happens to their physical forms from the nature realm. She does have them coming and going, though, so they would know where to find her. As a matter of fact, now that I can draw on the power of nature again, there is. I can take you into the nature realm. Not in that form, of course, but it would allow us to talk to the crow's true spirits. Do you trust me?
Must be nice to be able to travel between this realm and the physical realm. I'm stuck here. Yes, I'm stuck here. If she were here, I'd peck her eyes out. No, she's not in the nature realm. But of course, you can't reach her in the physical realm. Maybe one of the other crows knows more.
A wolf tried to eat me once, you know. Just because we're in the nature realm, you think we can be friends now? Maybe. Did that Hagraven trap your spirit here as well? Oh? If you can access the physical realm, you might have a chance. The door to Yuela's lair is in this realm, you see. But you have to break the wards in the physical realm. There's more to it, though. You should ask one of the other crows. We can dispense with the small talk. I know why you're here. Even in the nature realm, news travels fast among crows. Getting to Yuela is impossible, though. Even if you break her wards, entering her domain will corrupt your soul. Well, why didn't you just say so? That would work. There is something different about you, isn't there? Yuela's lair is in the island tower. Break the wards in the physical realm, but enter the door from here. Don't tell her I told you, though.
This looks like the place. I guess you're the one who's going in. Here I was, just starting to feel like you're one of the pack, and now we have to part ways. Obviously, I'll have to be the one to break the wards on the door. It doesn't seem fair. You get to go in and chew the old hag's face off. I don't think so. Her lair's actually in the physical realm, so you'll assume your physical form. Probably not so much chewing, I suppose. That's good, though. You'll need your hands. After the crone's dead, you'll have to get her nasty little heart. When I said her blood was the nurture that the forest needs, I meant that, literally. She's the source of the corruption here, so we need her heart to perform the ritual to cleanse the forest. So, are you ready to go get it? There, back in the physical realm. Time to do this. All right, the door should be open now. Go get me that heart.
Freedom at last! And Yuella dead. Dead! Sweet relief. No more voices. No more restraint. Bodies and minds together again. The crows of Jackdaw Cove are in your debt. Yes, free and feasted. The hag raven was all skin and bones, but what's there is sweet to eat. So thank you for saving us, and thank you for supper.
The Reachmen must have sensed Yuella's death. They started to panic and fight amongst themselves. Made them easy pickings for me and my sisters. Now, the heart. You do have it, I hope. You see all the giant vines choking the life out of everything here. The ritual will purge the area of their evil presence. It's necessary for the land to heal. Why are you stalling, though? You've grown attached to those vines? Actually, hold on to it. I have an idea. Wyrris Freda will howl, but I think you've earned the honor. Let us begin the ritual, and once we've penetrated the earth, you can throw the heart into the circle to complete the spell. All right, sisters. Let us begin the ritual. It's your moment. Go ahead. Throw the heart into the circle. Who would have guessed it would be an outsider who would show up and kill Yuella? I doubt this means we'll start inviting families from Evermore out to visit, but maybe, just maybe, we can be a little more friendly. I, for one, am as grateful to you as the flowers are to the sun. You brought life back to these lands when it was nearly choked out. Though we may never officially call an outsider a friend, I think we can at least consider you an ally. Well, I expect you won't be returning anytime soon to enjoy my sister's hospitality, and I can guarantee we won't run into each other on some city street. So I guess this is goodbye then. Of course. I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. I didn't think about it before, but I suppose this means the Reachmen are no longer a threat to Evermore either. All right. Well, if you ever come back to this neck of the woods, we'll kill you. I'm only joking. Where's humor again? Go on now. May Hircine bless your hunt wherever it may lead you.
Right now, we are in no position to offer anyone aid, and certainly not a city dweller. Yuella the Hagraven and her Reachmen have taken over this part of the forest, and everything here, including the Weiruses, are weaker as a result.
You've had quite the glimpse into our world. A bit more than Weiris Fredo or myself would ever be comfortable with, but luckily, for all our sakes, you've proven yourself trustworthy.
These lands hold more mysteries than you can possibly imagine. You heard the call, didn't you? You have been chosen to help stop the blasphemy in the ruins below, to stop the laws of nature from being broken. I too was carried here on the tides of fate for this reason. We must work together. Yes, I serve Hermaeus Mora, the Lord of Fate and Knowledge. These ruins were once a shrine to my lord, a storehouse of secrets forbidden to mortals. The shrine is but a memory now, but an entity invades the ruins seeking to steal the secrets. A spirit? A Daedra? This is part of what must be exposed. Whatever it is, it has enslaved local villagers, calling them Rain Disciples. It taps their minds for its power. To what end I do not know, but I believe you can unmask its intentions. Wisps serve the entity below, drawing the essences of the enslaved Rain Disciples and depositing these essences in troughs. Slay one of the wisps and take the essence it carries to the troughs. I believe this will expose the entity's intentions. We must stop this mysterious entity from stealing our Lord's forbidden knowledge. The entity's wisps absorb mind essences from the Rain Disciples. Kill a wisp and take its essence to the troughs. I hope this will expose the entity's intentions. I serve Hermaeus Mora. Dealing with illusions and obscurities is what I do. Exposing these vague quantities, turning confused innuendo into clear knowledge. This is my Lord's realm. You're bold to ask. As you observed, I am a Dremora, but the Lord of Knowledge freed me. Hermaeus Mora taught me the secret of how to sever my ties to oblivion and bind myself to the Mundus instead. I have served him ever since. Of course, we are known as primeval seekers. We rarely gather, but our Lord has summoned us here to secure the ruins. I'll warn you now. Some sections of the ruins below are restricted. Primeval seekers will attack if you attempt to trespass. Yes, even in the ancient days, some Ayleid recognized the power of Hermaeus Mora. Within this shrine, they stored forbidden knowledge of the natural order, which could allow one to manipulate the very fabric of reality on this plane. We came here to do just that, but we soon discovered others were living in the ruins, these Rain Disciples. We have secured portions of the ruins, but the entity who commands the Rain Disciples set them to block other areas. We know not why.
My children, with each essence we draw closer to the dream. We must work quickly before the Daedric Prince's servants can stop us. Nearly enough essences now. Tell Apostle Marion it is time to prepare.
Please, stranger. We mean you no harm, yet you enter our domain with distrust, killing our disciples. My mistress says you have been misled, that you should help rather than hinder us in our endeavors. Lorelia. She is a Nereid. She is the water spirit of Lake Halcyon. Lorelia says the primeval seekers have misled you. She is an element of nature, seeking only to foster life. She told me to explain her purposes here. The landscape of Tamriel is ever-changing. The desert south of here is expanding and will someday overtake this area too. Lake Halcyon has already begun to slowly dry up. Lorelia only seeks to prevent that, to keep the lake and the forest alive.
These ruins hold ancient secrets and relics of power. With them, Lorelia can create a water stone, an everlasting source of water that can keep Lake Halcyon alive for all eternity. Myself, the Rain Disciples, and the Wisps aid her in this mission. The cultists worship the greedy Lord Hermaeus Mora. They would hoard the secrets buried here. They do not wish us to make use of them. They will do anything. They have even been capturing our disciples and holding them prisoner. Just to hinder our efforts. That's why they sent you as well. I'm sorry you've been caught up in this. I won't ask you to join us, but surely you can see that our disciples have done no wrong. Would you be willing to free them as a favor? Oh, Lorelia promises she will reward you generously for your assistance. The primeval seekers are holding our disciples across this water and down in the east side of the ruins. Please, free them as soon as you can. They are people from Evermore, Northglen, or other nearby villages. Like myself, they were drawn to Lorelia. She showed us what was happening and taught us that her plight, the plight of the lake, is our plight too.
Please get me out of here. These Daedric cultists have been torturing me. I don't know. I don't understand. They kept saying they wanted me to remember. Remember what, though? All I can recall is being with Lorelia. I need to get back to her even now. Thank you. I'll remember you. I promise.
Lorelia sent you, didn't she? She always takes such good care of me. Believe it or not, I think I actually remember the way back. That's all I remember, though. Except the fact that Lorelia needs me. Thank you!
going on here? Who are all you people? Who am I? No, I don't remember you either. What am I doing here? Is this place safe? All right. Release me and I'll go. Somewhere.
Release me. I have to get back to Lorelia. I have to. Because she needs me, and I need her. She's all I've ever known. Please, just let me go. Praise you, friend. Praise you.
You ignorant half-wit! By the golden eye, what in oblivion are you doing? Setting those poor, ensorcelled fools free? Don't you realize we were trying to help them? Don't you see what's going on here? I followed you before, and overheard your conversation with that mad apostle. It's clear that this Nereid learned one of the most dangerous secrets about the natural order, and now twists it to her advantage. No point hiding it now. When a mortal dies, where do you think their memories go? Don't bother guessing. I'll tell you. They go into the water. They become water. All the memories of Tamriel's history are stored in its waters. The details and implications of this secret are mind-spinning, and would require a lifetime of study and contemplation. The relevant fact here is that the Nereid is stealing her disciples' memories to create this water stone. Exactly. And it seems they never will, Their memories are lost to them forever. The Lord of Knowledge abhors this transgression. The Nereid must not be allowed to continue in this endeavor, nor can she be permitted to create a water stone. The secrets to creating a water stone are forbidden. The natural progression is for the landscape in this area to evolve into a desert. The Nereid's not fighting for nature. She's fighting for self-preservation, and at her disciples' expense. There is no other way for this to end. The Nereid has stolen forbidden secrets and committed crimes against nature and humanity. Now that you understand, will you repent for changing loyalties? Will you aid me in destroying this aberration? Wise choice. For a moment there, I feared the Nereid had affected your mind as well. I can see you are stronger than that now. Know this as well. Hermaeus Mora is generous with his servants. You will be rewarded greatly if we rid these ruins of that foul creature and her half-witted followers. Our first concern must be ensuring that the Nereid does not acquire the capability to create a water stone. Once she gets enough memory essences, there will be little we can do to stop her. Then we must hurry. To create the water stone, she'll infuse all those memory essences into something, probably the relics she's stolen. We need to find them. I think I know where the Nereid's lair is, but I'll need a distraction to get there. Yes. Go into the cavern and burn the disciples' food supplies. That should suffice. Then come and find me on the upper levels. That's where I think we'll find the entrance to her lair. This is the entrance to her lair. I'm sure of it. I don't see her in there, so I think it's safe to go in and search for the stolen relics. Yes, I'll stay out here and keep watch. Take whatever relics you can find, and look for some sign as to where the Nereid herself might be hiding. Even without a water stone, she's too dangerous to be left alive.
You dare to enter my sanctum? Traitor! I can't believe I thought you would help us! It is clear that you've given over to the same greed and brutality as those primeval seekers. But why would you dare enter my personal chambers? Liar! It's not the relics you want. You want to steal my memory essences, don't you? Too late. I've already infused them into myself. I am the Water Stone. Once I activate the shrine, I'll flood the ruins and rid myself of all you vermin. They have outlived their usefulness, as have you. Enjoy your last few breaths.
All is quiet out here. Did you find any relics? Any sign of the Nereid? She's turned herself into a water stone? That mad creature. I never would have even guessed that was possible. Fascinating. Nonetheless, then our only recourse is to kill her, and we were going to do that anyhow. Is she still in there? Flood the ruins! That would kill everyone! Which I guess would suit her just fine. Damn it! She's gone to the shrine on the east side of the ruins, then. Quickly! We need to get there as fast as we can!
From the sides!
You think you can stop me from flooding this place? Ha!
So, you are the one the tides of fate carried here to stop this transgression. I had watched this pathetic spirit's attempt to avoid her fate with some amusement. But I knew it would eventually have to come to an end. Where would be the fun in that? The individual yarns of fate do not concern me. It is the tapestry they weave that I watch and record. All threads, even yours, only make up a small part of the whole. I can see your future and your past. The yarn of your life is interesting, perhaps even amusing, one might say. It's spun from a strong thread, to be sure. But all threads will eventually run out. No. I did no such thing. Like moths to flame, my followers are simply drawn to dark mysteries. And this one was simply irresistible for them. It's a wonder more of them didn't die. No. Why would I? Yes, that is what you will do. First, though, I have something for you. A gift, you might say. Whether you want it or not is irrelevant. I like to reward those who amuse me. And this is your reward. You will take it.
Wretched mortals. Worms.
There were two. Where are the rest of the reinforcements? Are you all they sent? Sharp as a nail. Definitely no raw recruit. Reachmen swarmed into Mercian's hamlet. We were overrun. But I thought our leader had sent for reinforcements. Apparently not. We could use it. Report to Squire Theo Rock on the docks. We're taking orders from him for now.
You arrived in the nick of time.
I owe you my life.
Did they send anyone else from the city? No, I can see you're not part of Evermore's militia. Yes, I am. Sir Etienne brought us out here. When he was wounded, I took command. I've secured a fallback perimeter, such that it is. The Reachmen are leaving us alone for the moment. First, I need to listen to the village elder, Medya Zurich. She may have news about Sir Etienne's condition. And then, yes, I do need help to deal with the situation. Stay right here. Medya, what is it? Is Sir Etienne all right?
He's doing fine. And when he returns, you all will leave?
We'll stay until Mercian's hamlet is free. Or Sir Etienne and I both fall in the fight.
I see. Well, he'll be resting comfortably soon. I'll go see to the poor knight now, then.
Good. Good, he's all right. Now let's go over what we need. Sir Etienne is all right. That puts my mind at ease. Now I do need your help. This is more of a challenge than I expected. We arrived with our horses on those merchant ships, along with Sir Etienne. Maybe it was rash to go against our orders and come here in defense of simple villagers. I won't presume to judge the actions of the men and women who died for our cause. Yes, Sir Etienne was adamant we do so, though our venture seemed ill-fated from the start. We didn't expect these wild ones, these Reachmen, would best Evermore-trained soldiers. And yet you can see how poorly we fared against them. Just as they were 30 years ago. The madmen. They used the trees, rocks, and homes here to outmaneuver our horses. I haven't ridden since the Black Drake's War. It's one of the only reasons I survived this skirmish. The things I saw during Black Drake's invasion, they kept me from the purity of heart required to be a knight. Others managed.
not me. I've been plagued by doubts and anxiety ever since then. Like an immeasurably heavy stone around my neck. If you wish to hear stories about the great war that brought the Daggerfall Covenant together, talk to someone else. All I remember is the blood and the death. The desperate battle to save the life we knew and the lands we loved. That's because war is like a plane of oblivion. If you haven't been, you can't fathom what it must be like. And if you have, it's not something you wish to relive. You've the look of an experienced combatant. Hold the line while I check on Sir Etienne at Medya's home. The witchmen seem content to ransack the village for now. But be ready for anything.
Move now!
Please.
How could this be? All he needed was a splint for his leg after his horse fell on him. And now he's dead. Why would someone kill him? It's his own sword. I shouldn't have left him alone. Please, look around to see if there are any traces of his killer. Yes, but she wasn't here when I arrived. She may have gone out to find a poultice or herbs or whatever she needed to treat his pain. I hope she's all right. Though she should have waited for me to get here before leaving Sir Etienne alone. Have you found something? Anything to indicate who killed Sir Etienne? I could help you figure out what happened here, if you tell me what you found. I might not have your eye for detail, but I knew Sir Etienne well. Sir Etienne doesn't look like he put up a fight. That's not like him, even if he was hit from behind. His leg's been tended to. Looks like he was attacked while eating. What else? He didn't know anyone here that I know of. Who could he possibly trust enough to lower his guard? That would take a lot of force, all things considered. Sir Etienne's armor was in fine shape. His squire would see to that. I'm sorry, but I don't see how that could be related. Do you think Sir Etienne was reading the book when he was killed? It's a pretty dry topic to just pick up for no reason. She hadn't mentioned having a son. Hardly damning evidence, though. If that proves anything, I think it shows that the only person who didn't kill him was Medya. Why treat someone if you expected to kill them? So they were comfortable, or in no hurry. Perhaps Medya washed her hands before going outside. They say the witchmen lust after the scent of blood. So they weren't concerned that Medya or I would discover what happened. Either that, or they just didn't care if anyone found the scene, assuming that it would blend in with the carnage outside. What is it? I find it hard to believe that a goodly old midwife would have anything to do with this heartless slaughter. Her apprentice, Robert Foucher, is down by the docks. I imagine he would be a good place to start asking questions.
I'm nearly out of supplies treating all these wounded guards. If you have something to ask, be quick about it. I'm nearly out of Kinnereth's tears. She's been taking too many risks in trying to treat the wounded who haven't fled here. You didn't find her dead out there, did you? That's a relief, I think. What did you want to ask me about then? In all the years I've been her apprentice, more than 3 now, I've never heard her say an unkind thing. She's the closest thing this dumpy little fishing hamlet has to a leader. A son. It would be the first I've heard of it. Medya is like a mother to a lot of us, but she's never raised any children that I know of. She hasn't lived to be as old as she is without being careful. I hope she's all right. She lived here when the Reachmen came down out of the hills before, with the Black Drake. There's not much to tell. Most of the people here are fishermen. The longest journey most of us have ever taken is to cross the Bulsay River to sell our fish to merchants in Evermore. They did, but they didn't kill everyone. Medya and a few others lived through it, but she's the last one still alive here. She's been a pillar for the community since then, even though the witchmen haven't raided us since. Until now, I mean. Yes. No, I mean, that's correct. They raid other places, but they don't raid here. Well, until now. I'd always just assumed that we were under the benevolent protection of the gods. She's been trying to treat the wounded on the field. If you don't see her outside, she's probably inside one of the homes. Some of the other people are still out there.
Medya's here. Come quickly. She's not... What happened?
My son. No, you've killed him!
You killed him, didn't you? I cannot trust myself to make this choice. The loss of Sir Etienne is too near to my heart. She was in league with them. Her own son led them here to Mercian's hamlet, and she let Sir Etienne die. What choice do you think I ask you to make? Then the choice will be mine. And I think she should die for what she's done.
You killed him? How could you? What gives you the right to come here and contest our ways?
I cannot trust myself to... She was in league with them. Her own son led them here to Mercian's hamlet, and she let Sir... The woman is the hamlet's only healer. She volunteered to take care of Sir Etienne. She knew how to save him, and she chose not to. Her son was with the Reachmen that raided Mercian's hamlet. Yes, you're right. Of course she should stand trial, so that the people of Evermore can know what happened here. I will. Once I've made arrangements, we will return to the city with our captive. She was a good woman once, and in many ways still is. Whatever her fate, as it comes through my decisions, she deserves to look me in the eye as it happens.
If you think that I will let them parade me down the streets of Evermore, you're mistaken. All I need is a sharp stone, and for him to look away, then it will end. You've gained nothing, and I have nothing left.
I don't know why we came here. Everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong.
Lord Electorel must have been working with the Montclairs. Why else would his father throw him in the stocks?
Laws aren't made to be broken, as you'll soon see.
You won't escape your fate, criminal.
Cadwell.